All right. Knight finally got vengeance. Oh, the sword did work for us there. We would have stalled out versus his single falcon without the sword. I mean, but in that game, like, that's why that sword is not that good. In that game, that sword was basically Marauder's Axe that gave us vigilance. The vigilance was okay there, but not great there. Like, that's all it did. This is a really good hand for us. Does he get a chance to re-choose his blocks after you do that Inspiring Charge? No. There's a phase for declaring blockers, and then you get a chance to play instants after that. Another Motivator, turn 1. Sure. Get some lucky dudes. I guess I'm getting all my Falcons too. Maybe I can't complain about that. I do have 3 Falcons. I doubt they're running 3 Motivators, but maybe. They'll just tap him from attacking every turn. Not quite. I had other blockers. It maybe stopped him attacking from 1 or 2 turns, but probably not, really. Doesn't want to trade his Swift Claw for my Falcon. Okay. White, red again. Seeing a lot of this. So I guess this means combat trick if he's considering attacking now. He didn't before. I'm still trading a Rustwing for a combat trick. I need to get the 4 land, of course, and get my Cav out. All right. We're stalled with no land draws. It's not too exciting. That's very unexciting for me. That seems a particularly stupid haste effect. Sure. I think I would have played that pledge on the Falcon. All right, we'll just stall out on lands and lose. No problem. All right. I'm probably over here. It's a bad attack again. There's absolutely no reason to attack with that Falcon. And if you're going to attack with the Falcon, maybe attack with the Motivator. I think it's too little too late, but we'll find out. Okay.
A renewal. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thank you, BRKY. So with 4 blockers, he's got 5 attackers right now, plus whatever comes out of his hand. I'm expecting that to be... The fact he didn't attack last turn makes me think it's probably his inspired effect. I'm debating whether or not to keep my inspired charge up here and try to get value trades. I don't know. I feel like if I get to 6 mana, I win. So let's just not worry about value and just worry about surviving. So let's put another creature down. If he's got like a Trumpet Blast or inspired charge here, we're in a lot of trouble. Might have that anyways. Probably in a lot of trouble regardless, but we would have got slightly better trades. Like if he just shoves everything here, then I'm a bit scared. Like what the hell do I do? So he's got a combat trick. Presumably he has the trick that gives it first strike. What do I value the least here? The 1/2? What other tricks could he have with that? Seems a really weird attack. Sure. Okay. We're gonna get one more Knight of Tusk out, and I'm gonna start attacking into him. Okay. Unexpected turn of events there. Weak plays into a concede. Sure. He made some really questionable attacks in that. 2/3, he's going to have really good value in this game. Drop a Knight of the Tusk. It's a little bit slow. I didn't see anything that challenged a 4-drop. Let's grab another Epic here just to move down to 5 cost as opposed to 6 cost. to speed the deck up a little bit. I saw one enchantment on here, and I like the life gain, but a lot of times this is just going to be dead in my deck. I don't think I want anything else right now. Okay. I think he attacked with that 1/1. He was hoping I would block with the 3/3. And then he was going to combat trick it and kill the stag with a combat trick. Or maybe he's just like, I don't need the motivator anymore, and I hate him. And I want him to die, because in a past lifetime, this motivator was really cruel to me. Nice. We'll take it. We've had some really shitty days of Magic in the last day and a half, so it's been... Take a win there. All right. White is about buffs and minions. White's not about buffs and minions. White's has decent flyers, has a fair number of healing effects. It does a very few number of buff effects. Green is actually much more about buffs than white. I don't know if you can say as much as that. There's quite a few things white does. White's about tokens. White's about knights. White's about, in this deck, a lot of the expansions have themes, and this one's theme for white is knights. So bearded sword is OP. It's funny. It's done okay for us. Maybe slightly better than a marauder's axe. All right, we're going second. We have a 2, a 3, a 4, and 2 land. We'll keep it. Yeah, I hated his deck too. It looked like a terrible white-red deck. Swiftclaw into Chaplain. I need land. I'm not drawing land. Steve called me obsessed with land yesterday. I am obsessed with land. It literally determines whether or not you win or lose a game every single fucking game. Oh, look. No land this game. Stag's super bad for us when we're land screwed. It means we never get any value trades. So, for example, right now, I'm trading a Pack Beast for a Swiftclaw as opposed to a Chaplain for a Swiftclaw. You might not even attack with that. You can just hit me for 3 with the stag. Can't do anything about that either. I need another land. All my hand is 4s. No land. GG. One more turn, I guess. It's a weak play versus his board. That's your tap, huh? Alright, I guess this is a combat effect. Single target buff or double buff? Let's see what you got, buddy. Tap the wrong one. You should tap the 2/3. Let's make the stand, though. Okay. Feels bad. Give me a land. Thank fucking God for that. Alright, let's get some creatures out. There's green. So we're seeing some buffs. There's the big nasty white flyer. I don't have an answer for that. Do we have bonds in this deck? Don't think so. So I'm on a 3-turn clock. Less, really. There's no way I'm going to get 26 damage on the board, right? 24 damage. So I think we'd have been, I don't know about fine. We don't have an answer to the Herald. Right? Another wide effect. Get fucked on land, bro. Those are your options. How do you feel about your options? Alright, I have to just block like he doesn't have another wide effect, but a wide effect blows me out of the water, but I don't have the health to trade efficiently. So we'll get wrecked by Inspired Charge right now. Or another one of those Mega Stands. Both destroy us. Do you just buff my guy instead of his guy? And then immediately concede from it? Whoa! Alright. The plays. The plays go on for days. Turns out you don't need land when your enemies do things like that. Alright. Sure. Sure. Yeah, he still had the game for sure. Even the Titanic growth play was kind of questionable. Like, even if he trades the stag with the zombie, trade the stag with the zombie. Keep your fucking 4-3 flyer and just beat me down with a Titanic growth next turn and kill me. I was on a 1-turn clock. If he just didn't cast Titanic growth, everything was fine there. Shame concedes all day. Okay, another mulligan. Have we had a game where we just had, I think we've had 2 games of this deck where we just had 3 lands and we're like comfortable. This is questionable. So we have all our black cards, no black mana. It's 4 and 5 costs. Did he just discard his entire hand? He's on to 5. Okay. I need land, but I need black land. I'm keeping it. God for that. Alright, I guess I'll see you on turn 5, my friend. Turn 5 will be a good one. It's a good draw. Yeah, he mulligan. I mean, I feel so much better when I'm forced to mulligan if they have to mulligan too. It's like that card advantage matters a lot. The 1 card less you get. Bugler's a good one for him. Gives him that card that he missed. Hungering Hydra. Shit, card's nasty as fuck.
Another poor fool, lost in time and space.
Thank you, M1 Randus. Thanks for the sub. So I'm hoping he doesn't have a land here and he plays it as a 3. It's my dream. Just get a 3 on the board. Because I have no answer to it otherwise. You can't gang block it. So the card's really cool. Comes in with X +1/+1 counters on it. Can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. And when it's dealt damage, it gets that many counters. So it's nasty as fuck if you don't kill it immediately. So we're getting lucky here. He's land screwed. I can just remove it. Anything after that would have been probably too much. I'm not letting him play. I'm not letting him get a trick on it to save it. So let's get rid of it before it does anything. And then beat him in the face with the flyers. Maybe we can get a rage. He seems prone to rage quits, so maybe we can get him to rage quit again. Presumably he's got a trick here. Oh, nope. He's just happy doing that. Fine with that trade. Get it off the board for my Epicures. So I offer, if he attacks with the wolves, I trade Epicure plus Falcon, and it's just Epicure for wolves, which is fine. Might have Titanic growth again. I'm just going to take that first one and swing back. See if he's got an answer for that. Oh, he's got a Dreadmaw. Okay, he had an answer for that. Feels bad. Alright. I don't have 7. So I want to cripple block if it's Dreadmaw. If he's got Titanic Growth here, it just blows us out of the water. There's nothing I can do about that. He threatened it last turn. Brings him up to 10 if he has Titanic Growth. $10-10, right? Kills both the Epicures. That's 8 and a Falcon. All right. Could be indestructible too, is the other one he could have. Can I just counter swing here? Can't jump block a Dreadmaw. We've seen indestructible charge. That's the one I'm worried about most. I guess it only nets him one Epicure still. One Epicure and one Falcon. All right. Let's see what you got. Titanic Growth we've seen, and we've seen indestructible charge. Give him the least favorable trade we can make. Okay. Traded for a Falcon and an Epicure, no combat trick. There's Angel of Faith. We're not actually out of this yet. Okay. Now we're out of it. Okay, just got quality of cards, right? All 4 of those cards are really solid. So it's 10 damage I have to block. We'll chump the wolves. Do I want to show him take vengeance? Nope. We're dead on board. We can chump block, take 2. No card saves us from this, really. Don't want to show him take vengeance. Not really. So our 4/4 is matched up super poorly versus his creatures. He seemed like a fast deck last game, and this game he just put a bunch of big value creatures on us. That actually our knights matched up a lot better. And for once we would have had the 6 mana to play the fucking knights too. You know what? I'm not going to show him that. Let's just concede that one. And look for... We saw big dudes. We might be able to get some value out of Mind Rot. The Epicures did nothing for us. Let's throw in the Knights to trade with Wolves and the rest of it. Do we see artifacts or enchantments? No. Mighty Leap to kill that flyer might be a thing. Mind Rots to get his big guys might be a thing. Okay, so we need 3 cards out. One Pack Beast. One Drill Master. Oh, we saw Hieromancers. Throw in an Invoke the Divine. Don't think the zombie's getting a lot of value out of that. Maybe. Alright, I can live with this. Right. I have my land. This seems super weak, but we got a 1 and a 2 with the removal. We have to save this for something bigger, though. That could be for a stag or for his angel. Yeah, I don't want to draw any more land anymore. I'm at 5 right now. Knight's Pledge would be a thing. He could just be land screwed. That would be fine, too. No, that's not really going to do it for me. Nope, that counters our fucking entire board. Sure. Feels real bad. Doesn't do anything. Okay. The land screwing is one of the reasons you usually play best of threes. It's rare for you to get screwed twice. Not in my experience, it's not. It seems fairly common for me to get screwed twice. Hey look, I'm being screwed. This is the dream for him. No attacks. Kind of weird. Alright, we might be okay. Just drew a creature that wasn't... We just drew something that wasn't a land, so that's nice. He's got a lot of cards in hand. I need him to not start dropping Dreadmaws on me. That would be what would be terrible. Okay, yeah, that's the nuts for him. Still got answers. Kinda. I played it on my turn, main phasing this because it's an instant, and or even though it's an instant because of combat tricks for him. Alright. Yes, I blocked it to get the... It reduced 4 damage by blocking, and I have to play the Gravedigger for something on board. He's still got 4 cards in hand. Is this another big creature? Remember I subbed in like Mind Rots for big creatures? Yeah. So this reeks of charge, but I don't really have options. I suppose the way to play around charge is to give him the least favorable block on a single target. Can I take that much damage? So I have 2, 3, 4. I only have 5 power on the board. It's not like I have like a single card that saves me. Knight sets me up for something. So I have the health total right now to trade off for favorable trades. And that's the only way I can deal with his just outvaluing the shit out of me right now. I mean, we've gotten the absolute best trades we can hope for, right? We got a Vengeance for a Dreadmaw and a Strangling Spores for an Angel. Literally the best we can do. Can't stop this though. Alright, we'll just die to land draws. Thanks, game. I'm alive on chumps. It's not really living. Okay, well this deck's gonna do better than I thought. We're gonna go 4 wins with this. Can't chump that anymore. It's trample now. So we chump that. We take 8, we heal 1, so we only take 7, presumably. Alright, what one? Wrath of God. We don't have it in our deck, but that's what I want to draw. I just want it one time to show up. Let's got Where were you 20 fucking turns ago, huh? Give me your card. Hieromancer's Cage. Yeah. Just had the nuts over there for his deck. Okay. You have 4 wins? I think we have... Yeah, you can only go up to 5. That's why I said 4 wins, right? So 5 is the max in competitive. So I think we came out of that with 4. Which is better than I could hope for with that deck, quite honestly. Kind of pleased at how it performed. Alright, let's take a look at the packs. Remorseful Cleric's pretty unexciting. Nice to break our streak from yesterday, too. We had a really bad day of Magic yesterday and the day before. Like, just 2 back-to-back days of non-stop land screws. So it's unfortunate this deck went out on a land screw, but honestly, the first game we had lost anyways, so we weren't going to get 3 games except that player rage quit from fucking it up. Arcades. Don't like Arcades very much. It's one of those decks that I just drafted, the one we just played, where I'm not excited about any card in it. like I'm like, where's our bombs? Like, I mean, think about how the bombs in that deck performed, right? We had the Knight. The Knight did nothing that entire game. There was 1 game where he gave +1/+1 to 2 creatures. And no games did he activate his double strike ability. So in that entire playthrough, the Knight was basically a 3/4 ground creature for 4 mana. Whatever. The sword was relevant to us winning quite a few games, but it was probably no more relevant than a Marauder's Axe. Like, I don't think it outperformed Marauder's Axe except for 1 game. And the 1 game it outperformed Marauder's Axe was the 1 game our opponent fucked up blocking, where we got to generate 1 token that stayed on the board 1 extra time. The Vigilance maybe was better than a Marauder's Axe, like, but maybe not for the cost. It cost me 1 more mana to deploy and 1 more mana to equip. So the sword was good in our deck, but was it better than a Marauder's Axe? I don't think so. So what were the exciting parts of that deck? Like, nothing. Nothing was exciting in that deck. So anyways. All right. Let's go check it out. So what are we at? We're at 48.75 in gold. It's an awkward amount of gold. Because it would be, for 5,000 gold, we can play... Oh, is... Quick Draft Dominaria is there. What do you guys want? You guys want a Quick Draft Dominaria or another M19 constructed? I'll throw it up on poll for you guys. 2 seconds.